Hey kids, what's up? I'm home. Yay! Yay! I am back from a month-long hiatus in Arkansas. I was chilling out with my uncles and losing weight. I am 22 pounds lighter. I'm now 298 and I feel fantastic. So, I had promised my uncle that I was going to come and visit with him like last year, and it just never seemed to be the right time. Oh my goodness, look at my Philip one back there. Sad. But anyway, I promised him that I would come and visit him, so finally got around to doing so this August. It is still August, right? Yeah, I think it's like the 20. Anywho, so I didn't really know what I was in for. He told me that it would be like a really different experience than I'm used to, and then he lives out in the country, and it was just really, really rural. And I was like, okay, country. All right, no problem. Girl, it's country. And there's no shade to country because I had a fantastic time, but I really didn't know what I was in for. Starting with the all dirt roads. We got off the highway and stuff just got real, really fast. And I was like, oh, okay. It's beautiful out here. There's, wonderful lush greenery, all these gorgeous trees and all this fresh air and all these mountains, and it's wonderful. And then we pulled up to the house and it was very rustic, and yeah. But before we got to the house, let me back up a little bit. Before we got to the house, we had to travel past these caves and waterfalls and I don't know, cows. Just it was just so very clearly I was heading into true country situation. This was not northern Massachusetts where they have orchards and whatnot. This was the real deal sticks. And so he's right, I wasn't prepared, but it wasn't bad. I've been on some ranches and some farms, so I'm familiar with what it looks like. And I met his partner, and Damon is really cool and super fun and just awkward and sweet and awesome. And they made me feel very at home. They offered their bed to me, and I just immediately started eating better because they already are very health conscious, and so we just ate what was in the house and what was growing in the garden, and that part was just yum. I had so much fun cooking, and cooking with my uncle, or watching him cook, or cooking myself, and all of that. They did take me into town a couple of times, which was really cool. I went to Ulta, and we went to the movies, and we went food shopping to pick up gluten-free flour for dumplings. I made chicken dumplings the gluten-free way, and they were actually really delicious. And let's see what else happened. So for the first week that I was there, I, ate really well. I got lots of rest, and my uncle said that, we'll get started with your exercise regime the following week. So I enjoyed, getting acclimated to the house and to the land, and I went on a couple of strolls on my own around the property. And one of probably the only thing I didn't enjoy about my trip were them damn bugs. The bugs. I understand that I'm in your home, insects, but you don't have to be smacking me in the face every 5 minutes. It was just you don't have to be rude. There were all the bugs. I'm familiar with all these creatures. Beetles, bees, mosquitoes. I probably ran into one of those. Not a big deal. Daddy long legs, spiders, moths, butterflies. I got to the point where I just didn't want anything to touch me. I don't care how pretty it is. Just, leave me alone. insects and arachnids. Just leave me be. There were frogs in the pond. I never got to meet them, but you know, I heard them. Crickets, grasshoppers, just you name it. You name it. It was like National Geographic out that bitch. And so that's, again, something I'm not really used to. I'm used to the occasional mouse, the occasional, you know, bee, because those are everywhere, and maybe a mosquito or two. But outside of that, I'm not really used to just bugs being around. So I was in a state of panic, always on alert, because they live out in the country. They're used to this sort of thing. They just kind of pick them up and put them back outside. Okay, you lost your way, here you go. And I'm just over here like, I don't even want that thing to touch me. But I'm so city, I'm so prissy, and I'm like, I'm fine with that. That's who I am. So whatever. So I got started on, after getting used to, or as much as I could get used to, the bug situation. We started my workout routine and getting in tune with like where my body is and what my energy level is and what I'm capable of and how far I can be pushed. And we had some emotional breakdowns. I had some emotional breakdowns during my training. And what I learned from my uncle was that is part of the process of getting healthy, because your body is experiencing the very similar effects to like detoxing off of drugs, addiction, period. You know, you can be addicted to anything. And I guess for me, I'm addicted to my weight, because I've been, overweight since I was like 9 years old. So the majority of my life, I have been overweight. And coupled with my other ailments, like my other issues, like my autoimmune disease, I have hypoactive thyroid. And so that is an autoimmune condition. It affects, different, it affects many different aspects of your health, all over your body. In particular, for me, it made it very difficult to lose weight. I could gain it like a champ, but losing it was another story. I had difficulty losing any more than 20 pounds. So the fact that I am now down 130 pounds is quite a feat. Even coupled with having weight loss surgery, it's still a big deal that I'm this far along. So learning how to trick my body into kind of, allowing me to push through my workouts and get more accomplished was the goal that my uncle was putting in place, as well as strengthening my body and building muscle. So we did cardio every morning, 2 to 3 miles around the property. And it was not like, this wasn't the same as like doing this stuff on a treadmill, y'all. It was like hiking. If you've ever been on a hiking trail, there's lots of hills, there's lots of ditches, there's lots of rocks, there's lots of, slippery areas and all of that. So maintaining control of my body was the goal. Holding my core to balance me instead of relying on my feet for everything. And it was not difficult necessarily for me to catch on to what I needed to do, but it was difficult to retain it, remember it, and do it as I became more tired. Then it was, my uncle asks me to zone out and focus on something else while I'm working out, so that I don't focus on the pain or the soreness or the, or my mind telling me, oh, you're tired, you need to stop, and all of this. I was able to do it once, but for the majority of it all, I was just like, I'm ready to be done. And it's primarily because I'm goal oriented. I was just ready to, reach the goal of finishing. It wasn't necessarily that I wasn't enjoying it, because, you got the fresh air, you got the beautiful views and things like that. And then, just spending time with my uncle and talking with him and stuff, it was fine. Like I enjoyed that. I just, would get to the point where I was exhausted. Of course, because it's working out. And so we would do the cardio in the mornings. Sometimes if he had the day off from work, we would immediately go into strength training and stretching and, just working on the rest of me. And then there were other times when we would do it later in the evening. But regardless, I made sure, or he made sure rather, that I got at least 2 hours in every day. There was one day where I had absolutely had it. My body itself had absolutely had it. So we did take one day off from working out. And I had to soak in the jacuzzi, do a little aquatherapy in order to rejuvenate and get lots of rest so that I could get back to it. Towards the end of my vacation, he really pushed me to the brink, and I had a couple panic attacks. It was some deep shit, but I was able to pull through them. I wouldn't call them, major panic attacks where I needed medical attention. It was more of a mild panic attack. Lots of tears, hyperventilation, shaking, purging, basically. And that was, I felt amazing afterwards. Just full on breakdowns, and then everything was cool after that. And so I was grateful for the experience overall. It was like I came to a lot of different realizations. And I think had I not experienced those breakdowns, I had about 3, but one wasn't a panic attack. But having not experienced those 3 breakdowns, I'm not sure that I would still be able to do this on my own. To see firsthand what my uncle was talking about when he was warning me that my body is going to rebel against this change. My body was like, really sore, and my old ailments were coming back, and I was kind of dreading working out on certain occasions, but and in the mornings, my body was like stiff, and I was gassy, and just like it was a mess. But I've learned from this experience that because I have an autoimmune disease, I need to really pay attention to what I eat. Even, outside of the healthier eating necessarily. Like I need to avoid foods that cause inflammation, foods that trigger, other health issues within my body. Because when you have inflammation, it, makes you susceptible to injury. And it makes you feel heavier than you actually are. And appear on the scale heavier than you actually are. So getting the bloating and the water retention and the swelling down in my body meant that I lost weight on the scale a lot faster. Eating healthier helped, as far as calorie consumption and nutrition. I didn't need my vitamins as much. And my rash that I had on my finger totally healed being out there. And my skin got a lot clearer. And I would attribute that also to the fact that I got a serious tan. But yeah, my skin cleared up as well. And I'm talking about this, and it may sound a little scary to some people to think, oh, you have to go through all of this to get to a healthy place. Now, I don't know that you can, if you're going to do it, really, really do it and consistently to the point where it becomes a habit for you so that you can continue without a trainer. I think it is something that you have to encounter. I think you do have to hit the wall, as it were, in order to really understand what they're telling you. I think a lot of trainers probably deal with this a lot, where people resist because their mind is telling them they don't want to really do this. because it's not what's comfortable. You're used to, you know, just moving, doing something until you're tired and then stopping, but you have to push past being tired. And I didn't even think that I could get, I've been doing about an hour and a half on my own, but we got to the point towards the end of my vacation where I was doing 2.5 hour workouts. So I had incorporated an entire extra hour, and throughout my workouts, I was pushing myself way more than I normally would push. So I was getting like a lot of, like, my body looks totally different. I don't know if you could tell from, because you're only looking at me from like the top of my cleavage up, but like I feel so good. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see, you know, some of my progress, some of my weight progress reports on the scale, some of the foods I ate, and follow me as I walk through the Ozarks of Arkansas. So yeah, definitely follow me on Instagram. The link is right there for you. And I have some videos as well on my Facebook page, and I think I tweeted a little bit about it as well. But yeah, overall, I really enjoyed bonding with my uncles. I really enjoyed getting in touch with myself, like health-wise, and learning how to work out. I don't think I was doing it right. I mean, I definitely, I got results. I lost some weight on my own, but I feel like this understanding the diet and exercise and how they go hand in hand, and coupled with the autoimmune protocol, I think that I am able to maintain and then continue on this weight loss journey a lot better now that I've had the month to detox. So what do I eat now? You may be asking, what are you into now, girl? Well, right here in my mama's coffee cup, I have some kombucha tea. Anybody who is familiar with kombucha, you can get it as a tea, like the bags, or you can get a fermented drink, which is, I think it's a cold beverage normally, and it's slightly carbonated. I'm not really allowed to drink carbonation, so I dilute it with water. But it's great. It's a great digestive, and it like detoxifies your body. The one I have right now is green tea mixed with kombucha. And I only put a drop of honey in there, y'all. Bomb. And it smells amazing. And so tonight I'm having, I don't know if you can tell exactly what it is, but I am avoiding carbohydrates altogether these days. They're just like, I can't eat them. I just can't. And they're like, I can get nutrition that is equivalent to what I would get in my carbohydrates or my whole grains in other ways. So now I am enjoying some chicken tenders that I seasoned with some things I'm not supposed to eat. I'm not even gonna front with you guys. I have them, I'm not throwing them out because they were expensive. So I have some turmeric on here. I have some allspice. I have some nutmeg, just a dash of nutmeg. And then I have some sea salt, some fresh cracked black pepper. I have some garlic on here. I think that's it. Yeah. But yeah, I seasoned up the chicken with all of that. And then I put a little bit of butter and some salt and pepper on my greens, which are kale, cauliflower, and artichokes. Pretty darn tasty. So those are the kinds of things I'm eating now. My snacks consist of non-dairy yogurt. I prefer coconut milk yogurt, as I cannot have almonds, so I can't have almond milk. And I can't have soy. So this is my only other option, coconut milk or cashew milk as well. I can have that. So that's what I'm having. I'm having yogurt, and then I'm having fruit, and the occasional, like a little veggie medley, chewing with carrots. I love carrots. Let's see. Oh, I love pesto. I can have that. Let's see. Yeah, well, there's all kinds of goodies. I will leave you guys a link. If you're curious about the autoimmune protocol, I will leave you a link in the description box about that. I go to Planet Fitness if anybody is, has one in their area. And my particular Planet Fitness has upgraded quite a bit. So we have a lot of different workout stuff. Today I worked with medicine balls, and I did some weights and some ab work and some cardio. It was a great time. Also, the massage chairs have upgraded. Have y'all, listen, if you go to Planet Fitness and you know about these massage chairs where you can increase the intensity of your massage and it also massages your ass cheeks, you tell me in the description box how you feel about that, because I feel really great about that. I had a fantastic massage today. And I needed it because yesterday I did 45 minutes on the treadmill and almost died. Like, I don't even know how my shoulders hurt, but they did, like, horribly. So I needed that massage big time. And the last thing I want to leave you guys with is that you got to get your rest. It makes a huge difference when you're sore after a workout. Take a nice long hot shower with, like, if you have a shower head that has like the adjustable intensities, just, you know, give yourself the pulse, or give yourself like a hard jet and do up the spots where you feel sore, and then just, you know, all over, soak yourself down, get your body warm, and then go to bed and sleep for a full 8 hours. You will feel really great in the morning. Get all the rest, you guys. Don't, because your body needs to repair itself. That's really the deal. So don't let yourself get hungry, because you make bad decisions when you're hungry. Bad food choices. So don't let yourself get hungry. Drink lots and lots of water. Stay hydrated all day. Even if you don't feel like you're thirsty. If you feel like you're hungry, take a swig of water. And then, you know, make sure that you have some snacks on hand, healthy snacks. I have some cashews on hand. I have some fruit on hand. I have some yogurt on hand. Whatever you need to make sure that you don't reach for the bad stuff. Also, get that workout in the morning if you can help it. If not, you know, make sure you work out before you go to bed, because you burn fat while you sleep if you work out before bed. Make sure that you give your muscles a little bit of therapy before bed, and make sure you get lots of rest. Those are the things that I did. I lost 22 pounds in less than 4 weeks. So if you have any more questions for me about this, do me a fave and comment in the comment section. If this video has been helpful to you, please like it. If you feel like someone else can get a lot of information from this, or get some inspiration from this, please share it with your friends. And that's gonna do it for me. I am floating. I feel great. And, you know, the neck is getting longer. I might be able to wear my, you know, my big freaking dream catcher earrings. I might actually be able to wear them and not have them touch the collarbone. Who knows? But anyway, you guys, thanks for watching. And Arkansas, who knew? My Uncle Joel, I love you. I love both of you, as a matter of fact. Even Dana. And I will see you guys in December, hopefully. I'm crossing my fingers. All right. See ya.